Thanks for joining us here at Enjoy the View Travel, and welcome to the channel. Let's cruise Enchanted Princess Edition. Let's go. Well, it's cruise day, but before we head over to the cruise port, we are going to go and have breakfast at the hotel. Now, I will say I didn't take a picture of our breakfast or the restaurant. I should have done that, and I did not, so I apologize for not being able to share that with you, but it was very nice setup buffet, and we really enjoyed our breakfast, so I do recommend that you do it. It's a little more costly, but you have to remember that you're at a resort in Fort Lauderdale, and so things are just a little bit more costly. So it's definitely not the Waffle House, I'll say that. So we also wanted to walk around outside and check out all this yacht action. You guys, you will not believe that just right out behind this hotel are all these cool yachts, and it is the canal going by that, they're all going up and down, and sailboats, and it's just really fun to go and watch. And if you have kids with you, they're really going to enjoy it too. So the next couple of slides are going to be pictures of some different yachts and some going through the drawbridge. So enjoy. All right, so we hopped in an Uber and we headed over to the cruise port. We had a great driver. She dropped us right off at the porters, and we gave them our bags, gave her a tip, gave them a tip. Don't forget that. Tip your driver, tip your porters. They take care of your things. They get you where you need to be. And then we got in line for security. Now, this line is pretty long, and it's outside in the humid June Florida air. So it was a little hot and sticky, but the line moved pretty fast. And so once you got through security, then we were able to go and get actually checked in and make sure we had all the things. And that took literally seconds, less than a minute, I would say, to do that. And then we were headed to get on the ship. You guys know I could not miss taking my picture with the "I love this boat" graphic that was up there on that giant TV above those doors. There are great photo opportunities when you are boarding with most cruise lines, and Princess did not disappoint in this area either. Okay, so Princess has this unique thing called the Medallion, and your Medallion is basically kind of like the old SeaPass cards were. I know Celebrity still uses them. I think most cruise lines still use them. But everybody's becoming a little bit more sophisticated. And so the Medallion technology is you have this round disc that either you can wear on your lanyard. It comes with a lanyard. You can get watch bands to wear it as a watch. You can get decorative jewelry to wear it. So there's different options besides the lanyard. The lanyard comes free with your Medallion, though, so it's not anything you would have to pay extra for, whereas the other things you could pay extra for. Anyway, you have to scan your Medallion to officially get on the ship. That's basically scanning and saying, "I'm here." So I myself had already gone through. My husband here is scanning his Medallion, and my parents are behind them. Yes, we all had matching cruise day shirts. It was fabulous. We will do it again on our next cruise, I am sure. But the Medallion is a really fabulous thing. It's how you get into your room, and basically you walk up to your room and it recognizes you. So you don't really even have to put it up next to the little screen. It basically will say, show your picture and say unlocked, and you'll get to just walk right in to your room. It'll be unlocked. So it's really fabulous. You use the Medallion for lots of different things. I'm sure we will talk about it in this series some more. So I won't give it all away now, but the Medallion is really cool. But that's how you scan to get on the ship. They have official welcome aboard signage right before you start getting on the gangway. So of course we had to stop and we had to take pictures. And we didn't have anybody that could do our picture with all of us together. So I took our picture and then I took my parents' picture. But it was great. Don't forget to take those pictures. So here we are walking the gangway to get on the ship. Check-in again was a breeze, and we were right on the ship in probably less than 30 minutes from arrival of having to get out of the Uber and get our bags and hand them to the porters, all the way through scanning in and walking up the gangway to get on the ship. I'm going to say it was less than 30 minutes. And I'm so super excited to get Paul on this ship. It is his very first cruise. And the rest of us haven't cruised in over 20 years. So we are super excited. Watch your step down.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bridge. First of all, a very warm welcome on board Enchanted Princess. Whilst many of you may have sailed aboard a cruise ship before, you might not be familiar with our new Safety Essentials program. This new protocol requires all embarking guests to complete 3 mandatory steps at the earliest possible opportunity. Visit, watch, and listen. Step 1. Visit. You must visit your muster station and check in using your Medallion. The location of your muster station is indicated on the safety notice on the back of your stateroom door, and also in...
Well, after we finished up at the muster station, we dropped our bags in our room and we found this great spot at the Crown Grill Bar. And we may have been here several times throughout the cruise. We used our Medallion app. You heard me talk about the Medallion a little bit earlier. And so there is an app that goes along with it on your phone, and you can use the app to order drinks and foods and other things, and they can be delivered to you. And you might ask, how do they know where to deliver it? Well, you have a Medallion app on that basically tracks you. So it can tell what area you are in. And they can deliver that to you. So how is that for service? We are in balcony room A720. The A stands for Aloha Deck, and that is deck 12. The blue credit card that you see on the wall is needed to turn your lights on in the room. Right when you come in, there is a floor-length mirror. To the left, we have the closet and the bathroom. Ample hanging space here. They will bring you more hangers if needed. Also, this door has storage behind it. There is a safe, but it is not big enough for a laptop, and you get to keep that blue reusable princess bag. Compliments the princess. There is a shelf above the closet that houses the life jackets. Here's the full-length mirror again, the thermostat on the wall for temperature, and the adjoining room door. All right, so we have our bed here. It can be split into 2 beds if you prefer. Beds are super comfortable. There are nightstands on both sides of the beds. On this side of the room, we have some shelving and a mirror, and on the other side, we have the desk and another mirror. So plenty of power options here. It's a great place to work if you need to. There's a big screen TV across from the bed, and behind the door is the mini fridge. The bar service on top is complimentary if you are an elite status. If you are not, it's an additional charge. So we are heading out onto the balcony. It's a really good sized balcony. We have 2 standard seats and a little table. It's a great setup for coffee and breakfast in the morning, and don't forget to enjoy the view. This is a standard cruise ship setup for a bathroom, single sink. There's really good countertop storage here. The toilet, the shower has a pull curtain, and there is a bench in the shower. Also, there's a shelf under the sink for the trash can, extra toilet paper, and great for your toiletry bags. So after we checked out our rooms, we decided to head down to the main dining room for lunch. So the main dining room on the Princess ships are open for lunch, even on Embarkation Day. And usually it is just one of the main dining rooms that is open for lunch. So you need to find out, look on your Princess pattern or on the schedule on your app to see which one is open, and let's go eat. Okay, so here's how I have decided to do our meals throughout the cruise. So I will put all 4 of whatever we got for appetizers, main course, desserts, breakfast, whatever it is. I'll put all 4 of them up so that you can see what we ate while we were on the cruise. Now, just so you know, anytime you are in the main dining room, it's always going to be a 3-course meal, except for breakfast, and then sometimes it feels like that too. So we had starters or appetizers. I think they're called on the actual menu. It is starters, soups, and salads. So we had an antipasta plate. That's what my dad had. I was not expecting him to order that at all. That's not like his wheelhouse, but that's what he decided to order. So, and he said he liked it. He thought it was pretty good. So I ordered the bean soup. My husband had the salad, and then my mom had this seafood cake kind of thing. We were just discussing of what the name of it was, and we could not think. And of course, I did not write everything down. So, but it was some kind of a seafood kind of a cake, not a crab cake, but it was some kind of a seafood cake. That's what we came up with. All right, following the appetizers was the main course, and this was beef tenderloin. My dad got that. He said it was really good. And then Paul and I both got the ravioli, and it's actually a vegetarian dish. I believe it was spinach and ricotta, but it was a vegetarian dish, and it was very good. And then my mom got the salmon. So we all enjoyed our main courses. And remember, this is just lunch. And we were like, wow, if this is lunch, dinner's going to be amazing. All right, we're going to wrap up our embarkation lunch with dessert. My dad had the apple tart. Paul and I both got gelato. And my mom had the famous orange souffle. Everybody enjoyed it, thought it was really great. The gelato was amazing. That orange souffle, she said, was fabulous. Just so you know, the orange souffle is only available on Embarkation Day lunch in the main dining room. That is the only time that they have it and serve it. So if that is something that you would like to try, definitely go to the main dining room for lunch. So we made our way to the aft of the ship, and that is the back of the ship in case you didn't know. We were watching them get ready for us to sail away. I always find it interesting, the ropes and the things that they keep the ship tied to the pier with. I find it really interesting to watch them like disconnect everything and pull the ropes into the ship. So if you ever get the chance to do that, I do highly recommend that you do that. You can watch it typically at the aft or the forward of the ship. So if you're on a Princess ship, they play the Love Boat theme on the horns when you're sailing away from any port. So make sure that you do not miss that. The boat you see to the side of the ship is the police, and they give the ship an escort out of the port every time till they get to the sea. And then they will keep other water vessels away from the ship if need be, because they're not supposed to be within a certain range. And you can see that we are finally moving away from the pier. So I caught this view from the aft of the ship as we were sailing away from Fort Lauderdale. These are high-rise condos that are right on the beach, and it's a nice sight as you are sailing away. And the water ripple that you see behind the ship is called the wake, in case you didn't know that. So we were enjoying watching the wake and leaving Fort Lauderdale behind. So here's a look at the other side of the port. This is the cargo side. Also, where the white buildings are, this is where the ferry leaves that heads to the Bahamas. The airport also is not far from the port, so you will see planes flying in and out all the time. And I meant to mention that when we were at the hotel on the previous episode, and I forgot. So the police were still following the ship, and we're opening again. So we are officially at sea, and we are getting our last look at Fort Lauderdale, and we will see you again in about 7 days. So, for those of you who don't know, my love language is gifts. I love to give people gifts. Christmas is one of my favorite times because I love everybody opening up their gifts and watching them. And so, a perk of being a travel advisor is that I can gift my clients a little something when they book with me. So, I wanted to give my husband a little bit of that experience. So, I have these canapes sent to us from Enjoy the View Travel. And he really got a kick out of it. And he said he didn't realize that was something that I was even doing. So we sampled several of these, but I have to say they were a little fancy for me. I don't do sushi. I'm not into caviar. Several of those have caviar on them. I mean, I tried one. I've had caviar before. It's just not my jam. So the nuts were great. The strawberry was fabulous. The cheese was really good. And that was about my extent of what I enjoyed off of that plate. But these offer a wide variety of flavors. And so they're a good choice for a lot of people. But just a little something fun that I threw in for him so that he got that experience as a client as well. So after exploring the ship for a little bit, it was time to get ready for dinner, and we headed to the main dining room, dressed up just a little bit. There is a dress code on most cruise ships, and not everybody follows that dress code. We, however, pretty much stuck to it each evening. But you're on vacation, enjoy yourself. Don't worry. They have really gotten laxed about checking and enforcing the dress code. So, if you want to go rogue and wear your t-shirt to dinner and your flip-flops, go for it. Give it a try. All they can tell you is go to the buffet. So, give it a try. But we ate in the main dining room, and let's take a look at the menu next. So here's a look at our Sailaway dinner menu. On the left side of the menu, you have the breads, the beverages, the starter, soup, salad. So they bring a bread basket to the table, and I don't think I took a picture of that. Sorry. They also have glasses of water out for you. You can order a drink or wine. They also have coffee or iced tea. It will be unsweet, so if you like sweet tea, you'll need to sweeten that yourself. The right side of the menu has usually a couple of pasta options and the main dishes, and then what they call the princess favorites. Now, the princess favorites are a variety of starters, soups, entrees, salad that are on the menu every night. So these I think there are six things are on the menu every night. So if you like those particular things, they will be available, and then the other items will change nightly. At the bottom, you're going to see that rectangular box, and that is the extra special menu, and that means that there's an upcharge for those items. It does list the price by them. So, for example, the filet mignon was $19. The lobster tail was $19. And I can't see the other because my thing is over it. But the last item looks like it's $29. Maybe it's both. So that right there, I believe, is on the menu every night as well, except for maybe one of the dress-up nights. They may have that on the menu that night. So for appetizers, my dad decided to go with the salad while the rest of us got French onion soup. Now, I've never really been a fan of French onion soup until I went on Celebrity Summit back in March of 2024, and theirs was superb. So I had to try out Princess's version, and it was really, really good. But I have to say that Celebrity's is just a little bit better. Shh, don't tell the chef. For our main courses tonight, everybody got something different. So my dad got the Yankee pot roast. I got the grilled pork tenderloin. Paul got fettuccine Alfredo. He is on this pasta kick for some reason. And my mom got the Bohemian seafood stew. She's on a seafood kick, but we're on a cruise, so I understand. Everybody cleaned their plates, or pretty close to it, and everybody gave it 2 thumbs up. Nobody was disappointed with their meal at all. So we wrapped up our first dinner on Enchanted Princess with coffee and dessert. Dad got cheesecake. Mom decided to try the ice cream and the Love Boat dessert. Paul had bread pudding, and I had the creme brulee. Again, everything was 2 thumbs up. When you're walking around the ship, you are going to notice all kinds of artwork and memorabilia. And this is a ship bell from the inaugural sailing or what was supposed to be the inaugural sailing for the Enchanted Princess. So it was first put into service in 2020. However, that was during the COVID shutdown for cruising, and they had not opened cruising back up yet. So she was late going out on her very first sailing for that reason. But boy, is she a beautiful ship. And so it was really cool to see that bell. We had a nice little surprise as we stepped out on our balcony in the evening. I zoomed in as much as I could. There is a cruise ship off in the distance, and I'm not sure which one it is. There's an app that you can use that will tell you the cruise ships that are around you, but I did not look it up. So I don't know which ship it is, but you never know what you are going to see out there. So that was really cool to walk out and see. Embarkation day has come to an end, and we are definitely tired and ready for bed. So good night, and join us next time for our very first sea day. Thank you for watching Let's Cruise Enchanted Princess Edition. Be sure to visit us at enjoytheviewtravel.com. Hit that like, share, and notification bell. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode.